Hey guys, welcome to another deck profile from Team CC Card Gaming. I'm Benny and I recently played in the OCE Webcam Regionals with my Posterata Banlist Dark Broly deck. Fortunately, I was able to make top 8 and go X1 with the deck. All my opponents were amazing and super friendly, so shout out to you all. I'll quickly go over my matchups for the day. So round 1 I versed Gogeta Zeno, which was Chris from PX3. I was able to win that one. Versus round 2, Daniel, who played Cell Surge. I was also able to win that one. Seems like Dark Broly does alright into hand destruction, so that's pretty good. Round 3, I versed Dale, who played King Cold. I was my only loss of the day. Pretty much he top decked the negate off my last swing, so yeah, props to him. And then round 4, I versed Nick from Greensy. He played OG Broly, but unfortunately he didn't see a unison the whole game until it was a bit too late, so I was able to capitalize off that. Round 5 was Anthony, who played Bulma Earthling. He defended really early, which I think was a mistake on his end, but then, yeah, I was able to clutch that one out, so it was pretty good. And then round 6, I versed Jono. He played SS4 Vegeta Ramp. I do have a lot of experience actually playing against this deck because a good friend of mine at my local actually plays it very often, so... And apparently they were running very identical lists, so... Yeah, I was able to clutch that one out as well. And he bricked a little bit in that match as well. So it does happen, and yeah. But nonetheless, he did really well. He ended up coming 9th. So yeah, just want to give a shout out to Jono as well. So I'll just quickly go over the deck now. I do run a 52 card deck with 14 0k combo cards and 28 30ks for those that are wondering. I think the ratios are pretty good at the moment. So first of all, we start off by running the Wanderer. He's mandatory, very self-explanatory. So with this and the balls, I run 4 balls as well. So a Broly and a ball will allow you to play any of your Dark Broly big boys. So we go over the big boys quickly. So I chose to run 3 of the Berserker. Self-explanatory, he's just a card. When you play him, he pops something on play, which is pretty good. And this one's the hand destruction one, Ravager. I played this at 3 as well. I think 3 was the right number because you see it when you need to, which is pretty good. And you can also charge one if you see it early. Play 2 of the blockers. It comes up pretty often that I never really block with him. All I do is just swing, but he's just a 30k vanilla beater most of the time for me, which is pretty good. And the last 2 0k combo cards that we play is I play 2 Towers. So pretty much if I see this in my mulligan, I will keep it to pretty much guarantee that I am able to grab a red ball to play with the Brolys if I do mill it from the top of my deck. So she's a really good turn 1 play. So usually if you see this in your mulligan, I try to keep it. I think 2 is the right ratio as well. So right now the ball split is 2 Towers, 4 balls. So far so good. Alright, going into some of the other 30ks that are not 0k combos. So I run 3 of the red Brolys, the Embroidered Destruction. So this helps you get into Heartfelt Plea. It's also got an effect where it can possibly burn your opponent for a life if that's 3 or more. So it's a good card. I think 3 is also the right number. And then I do play 1 copy of Dark Broly, the Vindicator. It does come up when you can overwhelm 6 for this for 1, and then when it's also got a second ability. When you swing with this card, if your opponent has 3 or more energy, you've got optional effects that you can use, but it's a utility card. Sometimes it might come up, so I think running 1 is correct, yeah, just in case the time does arise when you do need to use the second effect. But I didn't use the second effect all tournament, but it's always there, which is nice. And then next for our 30k battle cards is the Demigra. This card actually, I managed to play this card a lot today actually. It's a great card. Shout out to John and Anthony for actually lending me Demigras because unfortunately I own 0 copies of this card. So yeah, this card's amazing. So pretty much on play for 2 overwhelm 5, which you should have if you're, most of the time with your mills, you see 2 to 3 cards with your 30ks. Since we're running 28. So with this card, you should be able to play this on turn 2, and I quite like playing this on turn 2 actually. So when you overwhelm him, you get to draw a card and send one of your opponent's battle cards to the warp. And then when he swings, your opponent chooses one card from the hand and warps it as well. So he stays on the board and he just taxes your opponent. So if he stays on the board, he gains you pretty much a lot of value. So really, really good card. Alright, going into the rest of our 30Ks, this is pretty much our Gogeta package. So I run 3 of the SS4 Goku, and also 3 of the SS4 Vegetas. So pretty much these are our fusion pieces. So whenever I look at top 5 and I do see the Goku and the Vegeta, these are the immediate first targets that I try to send to the mill from my deck, because they will facilitate playing Gogeta later on. I've never overwhelmed any of these during the whole tournament, but if the time does arise, they do have their utilities, because they cost 0 energy to play, which is amazing. So Vegeta on play, make sure opponent drops a card. Goku helps you fetch your Gogeta, and mainly the Kai negate that I play. So, but I never overwhelm these for the whole tournament. So speaking of Gogeta, so we do run 3 of the Thwarting the Dark Empire. This card is legit insane. Like, it's beautiful as well. It's probably my favorite card at the moment. So the artwork is just beautiful. Anyways, it's pretty much just a 1-drop double striker, and it's got a gravy effect where it can put 2 of the one Goku, 1 Vegeta back from your warp to your drop era. So it fuels your drop, so you can start playing some Dark Broly afterwards as well. So, but most of the time, yeah, just 1-drop double striker also warps a card. So this deck has plenty of board control. And I also play 1 copy of Gogeta Fearless Fusion. I haven't played this card all day, except until the last round against Jono, who was playing SS4 Vegeta Ram. He tapped out on turn 3 for a Great Saiyaman blocker, which had barrier. It was perfect. This literally answered it for me, and yeah, I was glad I kept this in my mulligan, because I had a feeling that this might come up in the matchup, and yeah, he performed quite well. I think I'll keep him at 1 just as a tech card, especially for best of 1. Otherwise, yeah, pretty good card. I still run 2 Fighting Against Fate. I do see some Dark Broly lists not running this year. I mean, it's a fair call, because he is a 30k and not a 20. He's not a 30k. He's just a 25. But for me, I'm a pretty aggressive player. So like, if I had to overwhelm like for a turn, this is my overwhelm of choice, because I get to swing twice with this. So this card's insane. Like, I mean, I might even consider bumping this up to 3, because sometimes I didn't see it and I wish I did. So, yeah. Fighting Against Fate is amazing. Alright, super combo of choice for the deck is still Vegeta, because this card is really good. I mean, once you have 4 life, you know, bottom deck 1, draw 2. Pretty much it helps you put your dead cards back into your deck, especially something like Heartfelt Plea. Or when you're going for a game and you have no energy, you can bottom deck like Champa or the Secret Rare. And yeah, it just helps you filter and helps you go more consistent. Sometimes you need to dig in your deck, so this card helps you dig pretty well as well. So bottom deck 1, draw 2. Really good. I don't play True Fighting Spirit, so this is not a fusion target. But if this was a best of 3, I might consider running like maybe 2 to 3 copies of the 1-drop Goku to fuse with this, so you can go into Gogeta even easier. But I just use it as a super combo for now. And of course, the foil is beautiful as well. Alright, so the only negate that I run in the deck is the Supreme Kai of Time Labyrinth Unleashed. Because right now, with the errata for Dark Broly, unfortunately, the deck is not as defensive as it was before. So you kind of want to run this to mitigate any big boy swings, especially, mainly namingly, like Fighting Against Fate is the one that you want to use this card on. Even though they get it back at the end of the turn, you can warp it easily with all your battle cards anyway. So yeah. But to defend a Fighting Against Fate, like when you're on your Awaken side, because now you can only activate battle once after the errata. Yeah, like you need to legit combo like 3 cards from your hand just to be able to combo out of one swing, and not to mention it's dual attack as well. So like this card will pretty much save you 6 cards, and assuming you have no super combos. But like this card's great. I think I'll keep it at 2. I will consider running Power Burst in the future, but there's not many good 1-drops at the moment that it can grab back. So yeah, and she's just a 5k combo. So if I ever need to go for game or like combo her off, like yeah, she's good. I never brick with her, which is really good. And then I'm gonna run 2 Super Kamehamehas. This was mainly for Floodgate defensive cards, namely Heroic Prospect Trunks. I can also hit cards like Topo, Baby Gohan. And yeah, pretty much like Floodgate negates. It will be great against the new green Topo that's coming out in the next set as well. So I think maining 2 was a good call, but no one really played any Floodgates on me today. So I was pretty happy with like having 2 of these, just in case like I see someone. Yeah, I think blue is quite a difficult matchup overall for Dark Broly. So maining 2 of these just made me feel a little bit safer. So yeah. And then this card overperformed all day. It's the Gravy. So I started running these again. So when you combo with this card here, so I never hardcasted him for 2. So whenever you combo with this card, pretty much you bring 2 of your black battle cards back to your drop area, and then therefore you can. This is pretty much a play extender. So there's one turn literally I can probably go into all my Dark Broly pieces, and it is pretty insane thanks to this card. So legit, like something really cute that you can do is just say if you swing with any of your battle card or your leader, and then you combo this here, you bring 2 back, and including itself, that's the third card, and you use leader's effect, bring back another 3. Therefore, you can go for Overwhelm 6 in the deck already. So really, really good card. So I would probably keep this at 2, or you can try it at 3 if you would like as well. But yeah, I still need a bit of testing with the deck because I don't really usually play Dark Broly. I decided to play Belmont at 1, but this was a last minute thing because I did see someone talking about Belmont being really good in Dark Broly in the Facebook group. So I decided, oh, you know what? I'll try 1 copy of him for this tournament. This card overperformed because, like I said before, with the errata, your activate battle only works once now. So you can't actually pop off your whole board with the activate battle if have you wanted to. So you legit play this, KO 3 things on your side, like anything you want. Like legit, you can probably KO a Gogeta and 2 Dark Brolys with this because Gogeta's got unique. Once you swung with it, you can play another one probably pretty easily. So this is literally one of the better play extenders. I'll definitely bump this up to 2 to try because this card just felt amazing. Every time I played it, it overperformed, and also it's got the secondary effect where when you play this card, you can choose any of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. It doesn't ignore barrier, but it's fine because most of the time you just want to KO something that's in active mode, like lowers their combo power, or KO a blocker, which is really relevant, so that your 30Ks can start punching through. So yeah, definitely bump this card to 2 in the future. Played 1 Furthering Destruction Champa. This card's very self-explanatory. I wish I played 2 sometimes. Like I said, the game that I lost against King Cold, I didn't see this card. It was literally like right at the bottom of my deck. It was so deep that I was never getting to this, and I really needed this on the dormant swing, but it is what it is. Didn't see it, so you could run two Furthering Destruction Champas if you want. I see people running Crack in Space Time as well, but originally I was thinking I don't want the deck to brick that much, so I decided to run it at 1. You see it when you need to see it. It's like a secret rare as well, so I like it. So yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, this should have been in the earlier part of the video. I do run 1 Brainwash No More. I see people cutting this, but I really like actually having this because he has a really relevant overwhelm effect as well. I mean, literally when you overwhelm this, you get to put 3 cards, overwhelm for 6, and you get to put 3 back into your drop. So pretty much he's overwhelm 3 then, yeah. And he's also a 30k swing, so you can pitch this off the leader's mill as well. Really, really good, and it's got an effect, so if your opponent's not aware, they dump for like, you have 2 life, 3 life, they try to triple strike, double strike you. You can activate battle, crit alive, and then you take no damage for the battle, which is really insane. So if your opponent doesn't know, you can cheese them with this to get the win. But otherwise, this card looks amazing as well. So, I mean, why not play it at 1? So, yeah, really, really good. Secret rare for the deck. Heartfelt Plea. So after the ban list errata, you can only have one of these cards in the deck. I think one is perfectly fine. You see it when you... I mean, if you see it, you try to play it, but if you don't see it, it's not the end of the world because you have all the 30k swings anyways. This is kind of win more, but yeah, this card looks just amazing. And if you do get it off, most of the time your opponent will let you draw 2. So on your Awaken, you pretty much draw 4 with this card. Really, really good card. I mean, like I said, if you don't see it, because it is a 1+10k combo power, you can legit just bottom deck this with the Vegeta Super combo. Or if you're playing against Hand Destruction, you know, just pitch it once it's dead. Leaving it at 1 is perfect. And the real secret rare for the deck is Supreme Kai of Time. I'm an aggro player. I think this is the right secret rare for me, at least. I do see people playing Heroine's Lineage, but I like the 1-drop 40k beta. And against blue especially, being able to clear their Boo Unison is just 2+. So yeah, I think this is a secret rare for me anyway. So yeah, I didn't play her much all day, but when I do play her, she just feels amazing because 40k swing is big. Most of your opponent is not comboing out of this. Oh, quickly, I think I forgot to go over the leader. So with Dark Broly, on the Unawakened side, nothing has changed. So pretty good. Still, you look at top 5, place up to 3 black battle cards that have 30k and put them in your drop. And when attacks, draws a card as well. So really, really good. The main thing is that this side has changed now. Like I mentioned before, the activate battle, you can only pop one of your zeros to make them become 5. But overall, with the new ratios that I'm playing in the deck, it doesn't actually feel too bad. I think it was fine. Like most of the time, I had like 1 to 2 0k combos. So I mean, I try to just get rid of them like when I need to. So I think the ratio leaving it at 14 0k combos is pretty good in testing throughout the day. So I like it, but obviously I'll try to see what else I can do with it. Going over the new cards from Cross Spirits that I would consider for the deck for testing, I might consider playing Gogeta Thwarting the Dark Empire, the SS4, if I want to go for more of a mid-range build. Some cards that I might consider sideboarding for this deck is maybe the Rebellu 1-drop if like... Rebellu 1-drop hits Mecha. I don't know if people will still play Mecha, but it's definitely decent as well. I'll pick those up for sure. Dark Dragon Slaying Bullet is also pretty good, considering you send a lot of your cards to your opponent's warp. So if they do play some big unison, you can like hold them back a little with Dark Dragon Slaying Bullet. But a card that I thought I mained, but I did not, was Petrification. There was an Android 18 player. So I think I need to maybe main one Petrification for the deck, just for that specific matchup. I mean, if I see it, I see it. If I don't, I don't. But then, because right now the deck is kind of weak to like Android 18 mil as well. So yeah, for those who are looking at picking up the deck and wanting to play it for best of 1, I do suggest maining a copy or 2 of Petrification if you are really worried about Android 18 mil. But yeah, that's pretty much for the deck profile. Overall, it was another great event held by TAC. Congrats to Jason Stubbs for winning the event. So shout out to him and PX3. I'm sure they're celebrating right now. Also shout out to all my friends and the boys from Cartastic. Most importantly, shout out to my teammate Will for also topping with Baby. And also our sponsors, Collectors Company. Stay tuned for great pre-order prices of singles for the upcoming set for Cross Spirits. We should be getting them up on the website very shortly. So that is collectorscompany.com.au. And once again, thank you for watching the video. Cheers guys. Thank you.